Hey you guys, welcome back to the channel. It is your girl Alana Simone. If you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you've been here for a while, welcome back. So today I just wanted to do a part 2 on my the off-brand God. And so this is like off-brand God part 2. I did a video which is part 1 like last week. And so I just wanted to do a part 2 because I feel like this is a good topic to talk about. And so, basically in that video, I was just talking about astrology and how people are getting tied up into that. And ultimately, one thing about dealing with the off-brand God is that, that I've learned that why people get in it usually is because it's a form of spirituality that you don't have to, that comes with no consequences, which seems like it. So they sell you this form of spirituality and they sell it where you can feel spiritual and you can feel connected to the universe and connected to the ancestors and connected to the crystals and everything. And you can still, get that form of spirituality and do what you want. You can still be out here, acting crazy, sinning, doing whatever you want, but you're still spiritual, right? Like you got that little spiritual, you got your crystals with you, you got your cards with you got everything with you. You spiritual, you so spiritual. And it's amazing because they really sell it so good. And that's one thing I give it to these people. Like, listen, they selling it and everybody taking it. So I give it to you, whoever on their marketing team, hats off to you because you're doing it. But that just because what they're selling it doesn't make it right. And so that's the thing I really want to talk about today because they're selling it. They're selling it like hotcakes off of, a frying pan or whatever. They selling it. They like, here you go, order up, take this. And we taking it like, oh, I want this, give me more. And so, it seems fun. It seems cool. It seems so hip. And everybody's like, oh my God, did you get your crystals? Oh my God, did you get your cards? Oh my God, did you go see that, psychic or tarot card reader or whatever? Did you go see her? Did she go tell you about your relationship and how it's going to fail? Did she go tell you that? Oh my God, did you talk to the universe today? What did they tell you? What did the universe tell you? Because they told me that, I'm on the right path and, I just got to keep on going. And, my struggles don't last always. That's what the universe told me. Did it tell you that? You're an Aquarius, right? So it told you that. I saw it on Twitter. It told me that. So that's what the horoscope told me today. So it should have told you. And, it's so cute. Everybody's like, oh my God, did you hear? The horoscope said that. Oh my God. So this is going to happen in a couple days, in a couple months, because the universe told me, or this horoscope told me. But the funny thing is, okay, let's say it told you. But how cool is it to really get a message that's generic to everybody? Like, okay, so let's say it said for Aquarius, oh, this month you're going to experience blessings, you're going to experience freedom, you're going to experience everything. And so let's say you're an Aquarius and that's what it says. The horoscope told you that. So you're all excited. You're like, yeah. By the end of the month, nothing happens. Nothing changes. And so you like, okay. Then you see another one next month. Like, okay, this is going to be my month. But nothing changes. And so, most people think it's cool. But no, most people don't speak on when nothing changes. And, oftentimes nothing really changes. Because honestly, that's what usually happens. I've seen those things. And they say it's my sign or whatever, and nothing in my life has changed from what that thing has said. So, one thing about these things is that it's made up. It's make-believe. It's like, who is these people getting their information from? Because if you're getting it from the universe, you're getting it from ultimately nothing. Because the universe is something that we live in. And so the creator of the universe is God. And so I can see if you said, okay, God is telling me this, but if the universe is telling you this, and that's why we're getting no responses. That's why these things aren't happening, because we're speaking to something that is not able to, do things. So, That's just something I just want people to think about and realize. I was just having a discussion with one of my friends about this, because we were like talking about this, like how people are getting so sucked up into this. And it's ultimately like they're making themselves believe like these things. It's like they fix their minds to believe that these crystals have so much power, they can protect me. A crystal can protect you from evil things, or burning some sage will protect you. And so we're just sitting there like, these people have really made their minds think this. And it's like, they're really like, okay, if I carry around these crystals, it carries around protection, or it carries around peace or energy, with some type of energy. And I'm just sitting there like, really? Y'all crazy. But again, people can do what they want, and I'm not here to sit here and judge and condemn people, because we all have a choice and we all have a free will. So don't ever think that I'm trying to, change, like comfort people, because it's just not. But I'm going to speak the truth. I want people's mind to start thinking. I want people to start waking up with the things that we're doing, because half of the time it don't even make sense, but we just doing it because it's so cool, because it's so hip and everybody's doing it. Oh, my friend doing it, so I'm gonna do it too. My friend told me it's gonna work, so I'm gonna do it. But the same friend that's telling you to do that, they haven't really had much success in life, but you're gonna take their advice and say that, okay, since they told me to do that, I'm gonna do it too, and it's gonna work for me. Like, come on now. Like, we gotta use our mind, we gotta use our brain. We got to use the sense that God has placed in our minds, and realize that some of these things is really not beneficial to us. It's giving us something extra to do. And so that's all I want people to realize, is just think about what you're doing. Think about what you're getting yourself into, and really come to terms, like, if it's really working for you. And if it's working for you, great, keep on doing it. But if it's not, and you really just been doing it because people have been telling you to do it, and you really been lying to yourself that it's working, then really start making a decision to, change your perspective and really get your life together. Because, for me, I've never had to do all this, get some crystal, burn some sage, do all this stuff to be blessed in life. God has blessed me tremendously at my age. And the only person I can give credit to is God. Half of the things that I've accomplished, half of the things that I've stepped into is because of the favor of God that is on my life. And so favor can't be bought. Favor is given directly from God. And so, oftentimes we're looking to buy crystals, we're looking to buy cards, we're looking to buy every off-brand thing, thinking that it's going to give us something. But one thing that money can't buy is the things that God gives us. He gives these to us freely. The things that are actually going to help us, the things that are actually going to transform our lives, the things that are actually going to get us to the things that we want in life, is given freely from God. We don't have to go out and buy these things. We don't have to go out and go to someone to tell us these things. We can go directly to God, and He gives these things to us freely. God has given me favor. God has given me grace. God has given me peace. God has given me strength. God has given me protection. I didn't have to buy a crystal to give me that and hold it around with me. It's already given to me freely. I didn't have to go out and buy it. It is given to me. And so in any situation I'm in, I know I'm protected. I know that I have favor. I know that I walk in the authority of God. Because why? He's given it to me. I didn't have to go out searching for it. I didn't have to go out looking for it. I didn't have to go out and buy it. It was given to me freely. And so that's the thing that we don't realize. We're so quick to go buy this, buy that. We're sold. The off-brand markets to us. It sells us things because that's the only value it can get from it. We buy it and they get something from it. God gives it to us freely, and He gains nothing but seeing the satisfaction of His children happy, whole, and at peace, and blessed, and favored, and protected in life. He gives us these things freely, without a price, without a cost. He gives it to us because His ultimate desire is for us to be free. It's for us to have peace, for us to feel protected, for us to feel loved, for us to feel worthy. He's given it to us freely, guys. And so oftentimes we're trying to make up in our head that these things is going to help us when our help comes from God. When the direct source that we need is from God. And so we're looking for these off-brand things like, give me this off-brand, give me this off-brand. But the off-brand costing us money. The off-brand not giving us the things that we really want. And so, that's why I don't deal with the off-brand. Because the off-brand is the off-brand for a reason. It's not real. It's fake. It's make-believe. It's just made pretty. It's the knockoff version of the Gucci bag you really wanted, but you had to settle for less. And so, for me, I'm not settling. I know I don't have to settle. Why settle for less in life when you can have the best that's given freely from God? Like, come on now. Why would I settle for less? Why would you settle for less? Are you settling because your friend's settling? You settling because society is telling you to settling? That's crazy because I don't know, like, I don't know why people, get into these things, but I just really hope that this can make you think, that this can really make you really wake up. Like, what are you really doing with your life? Like, I mean, it's so much more to life. God has so much more to give you, but you're continuously settling for less than you deserve. You continue to settle for the less, the off-brand God. Why? Ask yourself why. Because why? Maybe because you feel like if you settle, then you don't have to feel conviction. You don't have to feel like you can have a form of spirituality, but you don't have to come out of the things that you know are not of God. Like you wanna feel like you're spiritual. You wanna say that you believe in God, but really, behind closed doors, that's not what you're really doing. And so you into things because, the off-brand tells you that you can feel spiritual and still, do what you want and all that stuff. But the wages of sin leads to death. And so you may be living your best life right now, feeling so spiritual, feeling so crystals, feeling so energetic, whatever they be trying to make you feel in the off-brand. But it's going to come a day where you have to face yourself. And then you're going to have to face the truth. And really ask yourself, what are you doing with your life? Like, do you want to continue to settle, or do you want to step into the real brand, the brand of God, and stop settling for less? Yes, it may come with change. Yes, it may come with transformation. But in the end, the change and transformation that you'll receive and get will far outweigh this type of, fake spirituality that you're settling for. Because we're settling because it's easy to settle. It's harder to rise up and do something different. That's why most people settle, because they don't want to rise up. They don't want to change. They're not ready to change. They feel so comfortable in their mess. So it would be so difficult. It would be too much. They would feel conviction. They would feel themselves changing and transforming. And it can feel scary. It can feel fearful at times because you're going to the unknown. You're allowing yourself to feel something that you try to not feel. But let me tell you, you can't keep on running. You can't keep on trying to play God, because in the end, it only leads to destruction. In the end, we have to come face to face with him, and he's going to ask us about our life and what we chose to do. And we can't call on these cards. We can't call on these crystals. We can't call on these psychics, whatever these things are. We can't call on the horoscope. We can't call on the universe. We can only at that point call on the one true living God. And so at that point, these things can't save you. These things can't give you no more fake spirituality. Now you're going to be faced with the truth. You're going to be faced with the one true living God. And so I hope when that day comes that you will be able to stand firm and know that you did what you were supposed to do, that you chose to let go of the off-brand God and step into the real true living God, and that you chose to accept the brand of God and accept eternal life and be able to let go of these things of the world, because in the end, these can't go with us. In the end, these things can't save us. The only thing that can save us is Jesus Christ. So I really hope and pray that this really opens your mind. I really hope that this just causes you to think. I don't want you to feel like, oh my gosh, like this girl coming for me, all that stuff. No, I want you to just know that I want you to know the truth. I want you to know, stop being sold a lie, because you're being sold a lie and a lot of people don't even realize it. And so I want you to really come out of the things that are not of God. And just because your friend's doing it, just because they may seem like it's cool, in the end it leads to destruction. In the end, it cannot save you from the truth. The truth will provoke, and in the end, the truth will overturn every lie that the enemy has tried to display in the earth. And so before this happened, I want to tell you the truth. I want to be that person that be like, okay, despite this, take a stance, despite what anybody thinks. The only approval I need is from God. He's already approved me to speak the things that he wants me to speak. And so I'm just coming to tell you, to let you know, because I don't want in the end you be like, why didn't nobody tell me? Because I told you. And so it's really up to you to make a decision on what you want to do. The real brand of God is something that is undescribable. It's amazing. It's something that is given to us freely. God gives us these things that we're desiring freely. We don't have to pay for it. We don't have to wish on a star for it. We don't have to burn things and go do all these extra crazy things. We don't have to do none of that. He's given it to us freely. We just have to accept it. We just have to believe it. We just have to grab hold of these things and know that we deserve it, and we don't have to keep on settling. So you guys, I really thank you so much for being here. I really, really hope that this video made you think, made you just provoke some thoughts within you, and really can allow you to see the truth, because that's ultimately what I want you to see. So you guys, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.